Minecraft Survival has a plethora of rare and valuable items, and in this video I'll be showing you how to get every rare or epic item in Minecraft Survival. I use this linked wiki page as a reference. Let's get straight into it. So let's start this video off simple. Our first item is one of the most useful things in Minecraft, the Enchanted Book. Enchanted books are basically an item alternative to the enchanting table, allowing you to put specific enchantments that you want on something through an anvil. There are many ways to get the Enchanted Book, but I'd say there are two ways that are better than all of the other ones. First up, you can straight up just enchant a regular book in Survival. You will need to use an enchanting table, and the table will need to have 15 bookshelves around it. Once you do enchant the book, this will give you an enchanted book, although you might not be able to get the enchantment you want. So an even better way is to use the Librarian Villager. These guys can trade you enchanted books, and for a pretty cheap price at that. To change the enchantment they sell, you just need to break their lectern, replace it again, and that will change their enchantment. You can keep doing this until you get the enchanted book that you want. You guys know I love me some good music though. Only problem is, music discs in Minecraft are also quite difficult to get. Hey, when the regular Minecraft music isn't playing, you need some other tracks to spice it up a bit. Now some music discs like Cat and 13 can be found pretty commonly in a variety of underground loot chests. For example, dungeons. I get a crazy amount of these discs just from dungeons. But for every other music disc, the best way to get them is by far through a skeleton shooting a creeper. This is kind of difficult to get set up and it might take a while, but with this you can get pretty much any music disc in the game. In Bedrock Edition, you can also sometimes find some music discs in buried treasure if you're not a fan of that method. Our next item isn't as easy to obtain though. The Totem of Undying is a super valuable item, especially in Minecraft Hardcore, as it literally prevents you from dying. Yup, when you die with this item in your hand, it will revive you and give you a chance to recover. But the mob that drops this item, the Evoker, who is a super annoying mob. He summons fangs out of the ground, he spawns flying blue demons who try to kill you. Yeah, he's not a very fun guy, but he's your only source of totems. You can't craft this item whatsoever. The only two places where you'll find the Evoker are in Woodland Mansions and in Elytra raids, as long as it's on normal or hard difficulty. You'll find Evokers in the later waves of the raid. However, the number of Evokers in a mansion is finite as they don't respawn, so Elytra raids are definitely the best way to get these items. Just be careful of the Vexes, they are super annoying. Speaking of items that make you immortal though, the Enchanted Golden Apple, also known as the Notch Apple, is one of Minecraft's most classic treasures. Eating one pretty much turns you into a god. You'll get fire resistance, extra health, and a whole lot more. Now you were able to craft these items back in Minecraft 1.8, but that recipe has since been removed, so now the only way to find Notch Apples is through exploration. You can find them in a whole bunch of different structures, including dungeons, desert temples, and the like, but by far the best structures to get the Enchanted Golden Apple are ancient cities and bastions. Ancient cities are a rare underground structure that spawns under mountain biomes, and they have an 8.4% chance of housing at least one Notch Apple in one of their chests. Bastions are another rare structure found in most biomes of the Nether dimension. Enchanted apples are much more common in treasure bastions specifically, where there is a 6.5% chance of an enchanted golden apple being there. But maybe you're not looking for healing items. Maybe you're looking for a badass weapon to replace your boring sword. Well then, the Trident is definitely something for you. The Trident is a weapon that can be used for both melee and ranged combat. They do a pretty good amount of damage. They also work extremely well underwater since they won't get slowed down by the water like a bow and arrow will. Tridents also have some of the best enchantments. You can make them summon lightning, use them for transportation, and much more. The only thing is, tridents are completely uncraftable. The only way to get a trident is through killing a drowned mob underwater, and let's just say it's not that easy. Finding a drowned with a trident is already rare enough, but them dropping it is even rarer. They will put up quite a fight too, so you'll definitely need some gear. One thing you can do is just hop into an ocean at night with a looting 3 sword. That is a decent strategy. Make sure to stay in one specific area and to look around for structures like shipwrecks and ruins where drowned spawn more frequently. But if you're on Bedrock Edition, your life is a whole lot easier. Instead of fighting the drowned for the trident, you can simply make them give it up by trapping them and then dropping a nautilus shell on the ground. The drowned will straight up give you the trident, full durability, no strings attached. Alternatively, for both versions of Minecraft, you could just build a trident farm as well. That's also a solution. And although this next next item is not as rare as the Trident, it definitely is much more annoying to get. The Netherite upgrade smithing template is the reason a lot of Minecraft players just don't have Netherite armor at all. If you don't know, you need one of these things to actually convert diamond gear into Netherite in the first place. The only place where you can find the Netherite upgrade template is in the bastion structure. Any bastion chest has a chance to have a Netherite template, but hold on, before you go explore a million bastions, you can actually duplicate these templates once you have one of them. How, you might be asking? Well, because if you have one template, you can combine it with 7 diamonds and a piece of netherrack and a crafting table to get a second template. And finding diamonds is a lot easier than exploring a crazy number of bastions. So with this, you can get a pretty much infinite amount of these things. But if you want to really impress your friends, you might want to get a collection of mob heads instead. Mob heads are some of the rarest items in Minecraft, and for good reason. The only way to obtain them is to have a charged creeper or a creeper struck by lightning kill a zombie, skeleton, or creeper. Now this is no easy task, especially considering that having lightning strike a creeper is a completely random occurrence. However, you can actually make a charged creeper yourself. All you need is a channeling trident. Yup, during a thunderstorm in Minecraft, throwing a channeling trident at a creeper will actually smite it, meaning you can make a charged creeper this way and have it blow up one of these mobs nearby. Just be careful, as charged creepers have a larger explosion radius and do a crazy amount of damage, so you might want to bring a shield. For getting wither skeleton skulls, another mob head, there's no creepers in the nether, so the easiest way is to just pull up to a fortress with a looting 3 sword and just lay waste to every wither skeleton over there. Another thing you can use to show your status in Minecraft through are armor trims. There are a few extremely rare armor trims that you can find. These are the Ward, Eye, Vex, and Silence armor trim. Silence and Ward armor trims are found only in the ancient city. Again, a pretty rare structure, and there's only a 1.2% chance for a Silence armor trim to spawn and a 5% chance for the Ward armor trim. Again though, once you have one of these 2 armor trims, you can duplicate them using it, 7 diamonds, and 1 cobbled deep slate. This way you can get as many of them as you want without having to explore more ancient cities. The Eye armor trim can be found only in stronghold chests. Again, you can duplicate it, it looks pretty dope. And the Vex armor trim can be found in woodland mansion chests. The chests of the mansion are mostly on the first floor, so make sure to thoroughly explore that area. But now we're down to the final 4, the rarest Minecraft items you will ever find in survival. First up, we have the Nether Star. This item allows you to craft a beacon, which can give you certain positive status effects when fully powered. Nether stars are super rare though, because they're only dropped by the Wither boss. Spawning the Wither by itself is extremely hard. You need 3 Wither skeleton skulls, which as discussed earlier is a very rare item. Again, the best way to get it is to just use a looting 3 sword to kill Wither skeletons in a nether fortress. And when you combine those 3 skulls with 4 soul sand, you get the Wither. This guy is an absolute pain to fight. I'd say it's easiest to fight him underground where he can't do any damage. Just shoot him with a bow from a nearby tunnel. After the Wither is dead, it will drop the Nether Star for you to collect. After that, we got the Elytra and Dragon Head. I'm bucketing these together as you only find these in end cities, a very rare structure. You can find these 2 items only on the end ship in the end city, which doesn't even generate half the time. So you might have to explore multiple of these cities until you find one with a ship. Now the Elytra is basically a set of wings that allows the player to glide and fly around their world, and the Dragon Head is another trophy item found on the bow of the end ship. This head can be worn by the player. Be careful when mining it though, since it's very easy to accidentally let it fall down. And then we got the Heavy Core. This item looks kinda goofy, but it's rare and useful for a reason. It allows you to craft a mace, one of the strongest weapons in the game that can pretty much one-shot anything. To find the Heavy Core, you'll need to first head to a pillager outpost and kill the captain there. This will give you an ominous bottle. After that, you'll need to head to a trial chamber. Here's how to find one of those. First, let's talk about where trial chambers generate in a Minecraft world. Trial chambers are underground structures that commonly generate under y=0. This means you'll have to go quite deep underground to find one. But instead of just caving and praying that you find one, I'm going to show you an even better method, and the key is this guy, the cartographer villager. This guy will give you a map that leads straight to a trial chamber nearby. The only thing is, you need to level him up before you can get the map. To level up the villager, you need to trade with him a few times. So if we just do the emeralds for paper trade, as you can see, this bar is now going up. Once it reaches to full, he is now an apprentice. As you can see, his badge has changed. Now he offers some new stuff. However, these villagers only give the trial chamber maps at level 3, so we need to trade with him and level him up again. Now he is a journeyman with a gold badge, and there is the trade for the trial explorer map. Trade for it, follow it to the spot which is marked, dig down there, and you have now found the trial chambers in Minecraft. By the way, trial chambers contain the flow and guster banner patterns, the two rarest banner patterns in the game. And once you found the trial chamber, you'll need to drink the ominous bottle near some trial spawners. This will activate the ominous trial, where you'll need to fight a bunch of mobs with heavy armor and gear. After the trial is done, the spawner has a 50% chance to eject an ominous key, which is a very important item that we're looking for. And the reason is, heavy cores are only found in ominous vaults. There are 4 of these vaults per trial chamber, and they are usually in difficult to reach areas in certain rooms. The only way to open these vaults is with the ominous trial key, hence why we needed to fight that ominous trial. Now once you use the key on this vault, you have an 8.3% chance of obtaining a heavy core from the few items the ominous vault will eject. And to make this even harder, you cannot use the same ominous vault multiple times. So to get the heavy core, you'll probably need to fight multiple ominous trials at multiple different trial chambers until you just get lucky and get one. Yeah, honestly, the heavy core is probably the rarest item in all of Minecraft. If you guys did enjoy this video, then please consider dropping a like and a sub, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.